Welcome to Industrial Sage, a free weekly video podcast series all about digital marketing for industrial manufacturers. Hear interviews with your peers and find out how they're solving the same challenges that you might be facing in your own field. Coming to you from the Optimum Production Studio in Atlanta, Georgia, this is Industrial Sage.
Hey, thanks for joining us on this episode of Industrial Sage. Again, we are in the awesome, beautiful studios of Optimum Productions. And so today we're going to be talking about how to use video in your sales process. Now, this is a little snippet of a bigger webinar actually that we produced a little while ago on how to use video in the sales process. And it's a really awesome resource. I highly recommend you take a look at it. At the beginning of the year, we had the 2018 5 best practices of tactics you might want to consider for your digital strategy. Video is a big piece of it. Sales enablement was a large piece, and so that's what I want to talk a little bit about today. I'm super excited about this for 2018 because I think that this tool is really one of the strongest assets that you can bring to the table for not just your marketing, but also your sales. So we all know the classic challenge that there is. There's that fight between sales and marketing, and sales says, well, why the heck is marketing producing all this stuff? This isn't helping us. And marketing saying, well, why isn't sales using this stuff that we're putting out there? And so what we're seeing is these tools being able to really help to bridge that gap so that sales actually has access to the content that marketing has produced, and then also has the ability to create their own content. And it's really interesting too, because when you look at email marketing, you look at all these other areas, you look at mass producing stuff, you get all these emails out there that people basically just kind of like blindly send out, all these emails and everything to everybody, that it's not personalized. It's kind of like it's rubber stamped a little bit. And we all know that in sales, you hear about this all the time. It's all about the relationships, right? And sometimes that maybe content marketing or just digital marketing in general can kind of have a little bit of a bad stigma in the sense of, well, it's kind of like rubber stamp and everyone kind of gets the same thing, and maybe even if it's segmented a little bit, there's still a little bit of a feel to that. So using a personalized video approach in sales really helps to kind of open that up a little bit more. And the great thing is you can kind of set it out, you can kind of scale it a lot easier. So by using video in your sales process, you're able to really increase that ability to be able to develop a relationship and create that relationship from a distance. So what am I talking about here specifically is there's some really great tactics like short personalized videos or video messaging video like voicemails. It's a really great tactic. So basically how it would work is, let's say you go to a trade show and you meet all these leads, and you've got your Excel spreadsheet where you have all these meaningful conversations with people. Well, what happens at a trade show? You go to a trade show, you meet 1 million people, right? Okay, maybe not 1 million, but you know what I mean. You meet several people and you have a lot of great conversations. Well, guess what? Those people have met a lot of other people and they've had a lot of great conversations. And so once everyone gets back to where they came from, all these emails go out, and so there's marketing emails and there's more personal emails that go out, and it's really, really easy to forget who you talked to. So you send an email, hey, it was great talking with you, whatever, and you may want to put in a refresher about what you talked about. But even so, it can still be really difficult and challenging. So what we are proposing is actually creating a short little video of yourself, shooting it from a webcam. There's some really awesome tools, which you have to look at the webinar to find out about that. There's some really awesome tools that can help you create those videos really, really fast and send them to prospects. And what we're seeing is just an awesome open rate and click-through rates. And people are watching these things and they're saying, oh, wow, that's super cool, because you're able to see that other person's face. Instead of having just, text, on a screen here, and it says, hey, Danny, it was great talking to you. I'm actually sending this short little 30-second video of my face, and guess what's gonna happen? You remember that person. You see, oh yeah, I remember that. I talked to Danny. We talked about the X, Y, and Z. And you know what the best part is? Your competitors aren't doing this, at least not yet. And so it's an awesome way to be able to stand out and differentiate. And it just creates this whole perception about your company. It creates this whole awesome perception about you. And then it says, hey, wow, this is really innovative. this is differentiated. This is cool. I haven't seen this before. And so, you got my attention, which is huge. And I think I want to listen to what they have to say, because if they're innovative in this, maybe they may have got something else that's, they've got some more innovation there. So it just really creates a great statement about your company and you and your process and all that great stuff. So we use it personally ourselves, to be 100% honest with you. It is awesome. We get weekly emails back from people saying, wow, that was super cool. I haven't seen this before. You're the first person to send me a video message. This is really neat. And so it just really opens up the doors. It's differentiated. You have to be differentiated, especially in this day and age. So that's my shtick on using video in sales today. There's a whole lot of other things, but you got to. I encourage you to go check out this webinar. It's really, really awesome. There's a lot of information you'll be able to get out of it. Like I said, it's 40 minutes long. You can sign up for it. We'll put some links down here, and you can take a look at it. And so that's pretty much it for today. So again, thanks so much for watching. If you have any particular questions, we'd love to answer them. So you can visit IndustrialSage.com/questions. Send a little form there. Put your question there. We'll answer it here. And please share, like, comment, spread all this stuff. Spread the good cheer, the good news with everybody. We'd appreciate it. If you're listening on iTunes, we'd love a review. If you like it, if not, don't review. It's fine. Anyways, until next week, I'm Danny Gonzalez, and thanks for watching Industrial Sage.